You're tuned in to the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network. Today's Long Island Ducks game broadcast will begin shortly. Every game this season will be broadcast live on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network with high-definition video and audio page or YouTube channel, as well as the team's official website, liducks.com. Thank you for tuning in, and stand by for complete coverage of today's game. The box for 2018 individual You can also purchase your tickets by calling 631-940-TIXX, going online to liducks.com, or visiting our mobile app. Season ticket packages and 10-game mini plans for the 2018 season are also available. To find out more information and secure your seats, please dial extensions 115 or 116 to speak with someone in our ticket office. Get your business recognized by hundreds of thousands of Long Islanders by taking advantage of the advertising and sponsorship opportunities currently available with the Long Island Ducks. For more information, please dial extension 106 or check us out on the web at liducks.com. The Ducks offer many packages available for groups with as little as 25 people to as many as 2,000. We offer block seating, pregame and in-game picnics, luxury suites, our exclusive Smoke and Owls party deck, and so much more. In addition, groups have the opportunity to take part in a variety of experiences, such as performing the national anthem or taking the field with the Ducks as the dream team. Group ticket packages for the 2018 season are now on sale. For more information on Ducks group outings, please dial extension 124 during normal business hours to speak with our Director of Group Sales. Looking for official Long Island Ducks merchandise, hard-to-find memorabilia, team apparel, and so much more? Then be sure to check out the Waddle Inn Shop, the official merchandise store of the Ducks. Fans can visit the shop online anytime at liducks.com by clicking the merchandise icon. For more information, please contact our Merchandise and Client Relations Manager at extension 110. Children 14 and under can become members of the Bethpage Federal Credit Union Long Island Ducks Kids Club today. Kids will receive a unique gift package and take part in a variety of fun activities that come with being a member of the Kids Club. For more information on how to sign your child up, please contact the Community Relations Department at extension 102. Quacker Jack, the 8-time Best Long Island mascot, is now available for appearances at parties and other special events throughout the Long Island community. Please contact the Community Relations Department at extension 102 to find out more information and to book an appearance. Once again, thank you for tuning in to the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network. Today's game will begin momentarily. You're tuned in to the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network. Today's Long Island Ducks game broadcast will begin shortly. Every game this season will be broadcast live on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network with high-definition video and audio via Boxcast. Fans can tune into the game on the Ducks' official Facebook page or YouTube channel, as well as the team's official website, liducks.com. Thank you for tuning in, and stand by for complete coverage of today's game. The box office is now open for 2018 individual ticket sales. Box office hours are Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturdays from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. You can also purchase your tickets by calling 631-940-TIXX, going online to liducks.com, or visiting our mobile app. Season ticket packages and 10-game mini plans for the 2018 season are also available. To find out more information and secure your seats, please dial extensions 115 or 116 to speak with someone in our ticket office. Get your business recognized by hundreds of thousands of Long Islanders by taking advantage of the advertising and sponsorship opportunities currently available with the Long Island Ducks. For more information, please dial extension 106 or check us out on the web at liducks.com. The Ducks offer many packages available for groups with as little as 25 people to as many as 2,000. We offer block seating, pregame and in-game picnics, luxury suites, our exclusive Smoke and Owls party deck, and so much more. In addition, groups have the opportunity to take part in a variety of experiences, such as performing the national anthem or taking the field with the Ducks as the dream team. Group ticket packages for the 2018 season are now on sale. For more information on Ducks group outings, please dial extension 124 during normal business hours to speak with our Director of Group Sales. Looking for official Long Island Ducks merchandise, hard-to-find memorabilia, team apparel, and so much more? Then be sure to check out the Waddle Inn Shop, the official merchandise store of the Ducks. Fans can visit the shop online anytime at liducks.com by clicking the merchandise icon. For more information, please contact our Merchandise and Client Relations Manager at extension 110. Children 14 and under can become members of the Bethpage Federal Credit Union Long Island Ducks Kids Club today. Kids will receive a unique gift package and take part in a variety of fun activities that come with being a member of the Kids Club. For more information on how to sign your child up, please contact the Community Relations Department at extension 102. Quacker Jack, the 8-time Best Long Island mascot, is now available for appearances at parties and other special events throughout the Long Island community. Please contact the Community Relations Department at extension 102 to find out more information and to book an appearance. Once again, thank you for tuning in to the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network. Today's game will begin momentarily. You're tuned in to the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network. Today's Long Island Ducks game broadcast will begin shortly. Every game this season will be broadcast live on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network with high-definition video and audio via Boxcast. Fans can tune into the game on the Ducks' official Facebook page or YouTube channel, as well as the team's official website, liducks.com. Thank you for tuning in, and stand by for complete coverage of today's game. The box office is now open for 2018 individual ticket sales. Box office hours are Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturdays from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. You can also purchase your tickets by calling 631-940-TIXX, going online to liducks.com, or visiting our mobile app. Season ticket packages and 10-game mini plans for the 2018 season are also available. To find out more information and secure your seats, please dial extensions 115 or 116 to speak with someone in our ticket office. Get your business recognized by hundreds of thousands of Long Islanders by taking advantage of the advertising and sponsorship opportunities currently available with the Long Island Ducks. For more information, please dial extension 106 or check us out on the web at liducks.com. The Ducks offer many packages available for groups with as little as 25 people to as many as 2,000. We offer block seating, pregame and in-game picnics, luxury suites, our exclusive Smoke and Owls party deck, and so much more. In addition, groups have the opportunity to take part in a variety of experiences, such as performing the national anthem or taking the field with the Ducks as the dream team. Group ticket packages for the 2018 season are now on sale. For more information on Ducks group outings, please dial extension 124 during normal business hours to speak with our Director of Group Sales. Looking for official Long Island Ducks merchandise, hard-to-find memorabilia, team apparel, and so much more? Then be sure to check out the Waddle Inn Shop, the official merchandise store of the Ducks. Fans can visit the shop online anytime at liducks.com by clicking the merchandise icon. For more information, please contact our Merchandise and Client Relations Manager at extension 110. Children 14 and under can become members of the Bethpage Federal Credit Union Long Island Ducks Kids Club today. Kids will receive a unique gift package and take part in a variety of fun activities that come with being a member of the Kids Club. For more information on how to sign your child up, please contact the Community Relations Department at extension 102. Quacker Jack, the 8-time Best Long Island mascot, is now available for appearances at parties and other special events throughout the Long Island community. Please contact the Community Relations Department at extension 102 to find out more information and to book an appearance. Once again, thank you for tuning in to Ducks Broadcast Network. Today's game will begin momentarily. You're tuned in to the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network. Today's Long Island Ducks game broadcast will begin shortly. Every game this season will be broadcast live on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network with high-definition video and audio via Boxcast. Fans can tune into the game on the Ducks' official Facebook page or YouTube channel, as well as the team's official website, liducks.com. Thank you for tuning in, and stand by for complete coverage of today's game. The box office is now open for 2018 individual ticket sales. Box office hours are Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturdays from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. You can also purchase your tickets by calling 631-940-TIXX, going online to liducks.com, or visiting our mobile app. Season ticket packages and 10-game mini plans for the 2018 season are also available. To find out more information and secure your seats, please dial extensions 115 or 116 to speak with someone in our ticket office. Get your business recognized by hundreds of thousands of Long Islanders by taking advantage of the advertising and sponsorship opportunities currently available with the Long Island Ducks. For more information, please dial extension 106 or check us out on the web at liducks.com. The Ducks offer many packages available for groups with as little as 25 people to as many as 2,000. We offer block seating, pregame and in-game picnics, luxury suites, our exclusive Smoke and Owls party deck, and so much more. In addition, groups have the opportunity to take part in a variety of experiences, such as performing the national anthem or taking the field with the Ducks as the dream team. Group ticket packages for the 2018 season are now on sale. For more information on Ducks group outings, please dial extension 124 during normal business hours to speak with our Director of Group Sales. Looking for official Long Island Ducks merchandise, hard-to-find memorabilia, team apparel, and so much more? Then be sure to check out the Waddle Inn Shop, the official merchandise store of the Ducks. Fans can visit the shop online anytime at liducks.com by clicking the merchandise icon. For more information, please contact our Merchandise and Client Relations Manager at extension 110. Children 14 and under can become members of the Bethpage Federal Credit Union Long Island Ducks Kids Club today. Kids will receive a unique gift package and take part in a variety of fun activities that come with being a member of the Kids Club. For more information on how to sign your child up, please contact the Community Relations Department at extension 102. Quacker Jack, the 8-time Best Long Island mascot, is now available for appearances at parties and other special events throughout the Long Island community. Please contact the Community Relations Department at extension 102 to find out more information and to book an appearance. Once again, thank you for tuning in to the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network. Today's game will begin momentarily.
This is Long Island Ducks baseball.
Justin Davies at the plate, the winning run at third. Crowd going nuts. Swung on, bouncing ball left side, off the mitt, up third baseman Brad Strauss. Here comes Willie Rodriguez. Justin Davies has done it again. The Ducks are one quack away from the championship. Jason Johnson makes the catch. He makes the catch, and the Long Island Ducks have swept the Camden River Sharks. They are the 2004 Atlantic League champions.
Going back is Adam Bailey. He settles under it. He makes the catch! Adam Bailey makes the catch! And for a second straight year, the Atlantic League trophy will reside on Long Island. The Ducks are the Atlantic League champions. Swinging a ground ball, hit toward short, charging in his lines. He fields, throws to first. The comeback is complete. From 2-0 down in the series, the Long Island Ducks have won 3 in a row at home. And for the 5th time in franchise history, they will head to the Atlantic League Championship Series.
And now it's time for the Long Island Ducks pregame show.
Hello and welcome to Regency Furniture Stadium here in Waldorf, Maryland. Ducks are set to open up a 3-game series in the middle of the week against the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. Southern Maryland very hot of late. The Long Island Ducks, first place right now in the limited division. They are coming off a pair of series losses, first to these Blue Crabs at home and then on the road against the New Britain Bees, where the Ducks lost 2 out of 3. The last game of that series was on Sunday, and let's go over what happened in that series. Long Island Ducks defeated by the New Britain Bees 10-2 in the finale of the 3-game series at New Britain. The Bees struck first in the very first inning, a 2-out, 2-run home run off the bat of Matt Tuiasosopo, who recently retired from the game of baseball. So he went out with a bang, hitting a 2-run homer against the Long Island Ducks. An RBI single by James Skelton in the third inning, then a 2-run home run from Joe Pilecki in the fourth, put the Ducks in a 5-0 hole. Ducks cut into the lead in the top of the fifth inning when David Washington sent a leadoff home run over the right field wall. Jovan Rosa of the Bees matched Washington with a solo shot of his own in the sixth inning to push the score to 6-1 Bees. An RBI by Taylor Ard in the eighth inning made the score 6-2, but that was as close as the Ducks would get. New Britain scored 4 runs in the bottom half of the inning with Jamar Walton hitting a 2-run triple and RBI singles from both Jonathan Galvez and Vince Condi. Matt Larkins, he took the loss, allowed 6 runs on 9 hits over 6 innings of work, striking out 5. Mark Hamburger earned the win. He went 6 innings, 1-run ball, 4 hits and a walk, adding 3 strikeouts. Jose Cuas was a bit of a bright spot for the Long Island Ducks last game. Pitched a scoreless inning, struck out the side in order. He's pitched 7 straight scoreless innings of relief. When we come back, we'll have the starting lineups and pitching matchup of tonight's ball game. Stay tuned.
Hey fans, this is manager Kevin Baez, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Going way back is Joe Holden, and he is looking up, and that one is headed to field 5 at Robert Moses. The waves are gnarly, and the Ducks have tied it at 1. That was another home run for the Ducks. And Duck fans, what's more fun than a home run that helps the Ducks win a game? How about a homer that helps the community win? Chappie's Funeral Home and the Long Island Ducks have once again teamed up for the Chappie's Home Run Challenge. If the Ducks hit 100 homers this season, Chappie's Funeral Home will donate $5,000 to the Quackerjack Foundation. So every time a Ducks hitter goes deep this season, watch for the Chappie's Challenge home run count on the scoreboard. And if we reach 100, we're all a winner. Chappie's Funeral Home, where caring for others is a family tradition.
Can't get enough of the Long Island Ducks? Well, now you can get even more inside info on your favorite hometown team through Facebook and Twitter. The Ducks are constantly updating fans through social media with scores, transactions, ballpark promotions, and much more. You can even win great prizes. All you'll need to do is make a free account on Facebook and Twitter, and then visit us at facebook.com/LIDucks and twitter.com/LIDucks. Think you're Long Island's biggest Ducks fan? Get connected now.
Welcome back to Regency Furniture Stadium, Ducks fans. It was a bit of a rainy day here in Southern Maryland. It downpoured earlier, and looking at the weather forecast, there might be another wave of storms coming, so we'll see how that affects this game. But as of right now, the field is ready to be played on, and we'll be set for first pitch soon. Starting lineup for the visiting Long Island Ducks is as follows. Jordani Valdespin is playing second base, batting first. Second, Daniel Fields. Third is Lou Ford, the designated hitter. And the cleanup spot belongs to Taylor Ard tonight. Batting fifth and playing in left field is David Washington. Miles Williams is batting sixth. And Deonner Navarro is the backstop tonight. He's batting seventh. Eighth, Cody Puckett. And ninth, the birthday boy, Dan Lyons. His present is his normal spot in the lineup, the ninth spot. Defensive alignment for the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs behind starter David Wayne Russo. It is Devin Rodriguez at first, Angelis Nina at second. Shortstop is Edwin Garcia. Third base is Frank Martinez. Behind the plate is Jose Gonzalez. In left field, Kalaika Kahuahalahala. And in center field, Corey Vaughn. Right field, Teodoro Martinez. Here is the national anthem from Southern Maryland.
What so proudly we gave at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars
That was National Anthem, and when we come back, we will have the start of this 3-game series here in Waldorf, Maryland.
Hey fans, this is outfielder and hitting coach Lou Ford, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Oh, I love it! The color of my new Nicolot patio is so vibrant. It's unlike anything I've ever seen.
You're welcome. I'm just going to go finish that Nicolot walkway now.
Make your pavers vivid Nicolot pavers. The best looking, most vibrant pavers with the most 3-color blends in the industry. Featuring Nicolot's exclusive paver shield and color blending technology. With color throughout and guaranteed not to fade. Live life in color with Nicolot. Visit Nicolot.com.
Pave your way.
Have your birthday at the ballpark this season and celebrate with the flock. Kona Ice birthday party packages with the Long Island Ducks are now available. Each package includes 10 box seats, a commemorative birthday t-shirt and autographed baseball, refreshments including hot dogs, chips, cupcakes, frozen ice treats, and so much more. Best of all, the birthday child will stand on the dugout while the entire crowd sings happy birthday. Reserve your party today by calling the group sales department at 631-940-3825. Kona Ice birthday parties with the Long Island Ducks, a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
Welcome back to Waldorf, Maryland, where the Ducks are set to take on the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs for a 3-game series. Batting first for the Long Island Ducks is Jordani Valdespin, the league's leading hitter. Valdespin facing David Wayne Russo, a lefty, so it's a lefty-lefty matchup. David Wayne Russo comes in with a 2-4 record and a 4.38 ERA. His last start came against the Ducks, went 6 innings, allowed just 1 hit and 1 run. He did walk 4. This one's grounded towards short, off the glove of Garcia, and Jordani Valdespin's in there with the base hit to start this ball game. Tough play for Evan Garcia, who had to slide and try to make a backhand play. With that, leadoff base runner for the Long Island Ducks. Here comes Daniel Fields. And after getting just 1 hit on Russo last time, you take a hit however you can get it, and off the glove of an infielder is more than helpful in the first inning. Daniel Fields fouls this one off to the left side. Very sparse crowd with this weather outlook here at Regency Furniture Stadium. This is David Wayne Russo's 6th start of the season, his 30th appearance. 0-1. Low for ball 1. Daniel Fields has been great in the month of August. Arguably the best player on this Long Island Ducks team. Russo takes a look over. The pitch is popped in the air, left side. Going after it is Martinez, but it will land in the seats. Umpires for tonight's game, Derek Moshe behind the plate. At first is PJ McConville, and third is Nate Caldwell. Daniel Fields in the month of August is hitting .348. Picking up his average significantly. This one's lined into right center field. It's going to land in front of Teodoro Martinez. It's another base hit for the Long Island Ducks. Have to reiterate, last time against David Wynn Russo, Ducks only had 1 hit through 6 innings. They were actually 1 hit as a whole in that game. Southern Maryland's bullpen came in and shut the door in those final 3 innings. But already in the first inning, they have 2 hits in the first 2 batters against David Wayne Russo. Russo struck out 5 in that start against Long Island last Wednesday. Same pitching matchup. Jake Fisher versus David Wayne Russo. First pitch to Lou Ford is outside for a ball. Lou Ford, the ageless wonder, 42 years old, but still one of the leading hitters on this ball club. Here's the 1-0. In there for strike one. I'd like to apologize for the lack of a Facebook stream tonight. You can always watch Long Island Ducks baseball on YouTube and on the Long Island Ducks website. The 1-1, swing and a miss, strike two. Runner in scoring position early for Lou Ford. Trying not to waste his opportunity. Against the Blue Crabs this season, Lou Ford is hitting .298 in 13 games. That includes 3 doubles and a pair of home runs. The pitch. Weakly grounded past Russo. Barehanded by Garcia, and it gets past him. He couldn't cleanly make the barehanded play, and that might just be another infield single. So a pair of ground balls go towards Edwin Garcia, but he's unable to make the play both times. Here's Taylor Ard, lefty-righty matchup. Short porch out in left field. That right is confused on. Only 310 out to left field, 400 to center, and 330 to right field. Bases loaded after 3 singles to start this inning. Ard watches that one inside, 1-0. Taylor Ard against the Blue Crabs this season has a home run and 5 RBI. The 1-0. Foul tipped into the glove of Gonzalez. 1-1. Taylor Ard last year is against the New Britain Bees. His one hit was the RBI double on Sunday. Swing and a miss, strike two. Spent the last 2 years in the Miami Marlins organization after being awarded the Frontier League MVP award in 2015, where he hit 30 home runs. The 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike three. Big strikeout for David Wayne Russo. Bases loaded, nobody out, and he gets Ard to swing through the 1-2 pitch. But he's not out of trouble yet. Here's David Washington. Definitely do not want to waste a bases loaded, no out opportunity in the very first inning against the guy who pitched so well against you last Wednesday. Washington watches that one outside for a ball. Prior to the start against the Ducks last Wednesday, David Wayne Russo had an ERA of 9 as a starter. Spent the majority of this year as a reliever. Here's the pitch. Hit in the air, left field. Going back is to Huahala, and it's over the wall, a grand slam. David Washington hits a grand slam to the opposite field. It looked like it didn't have the distance, but it kept carrying and carrying, and all of a sudden, it is 4-0 Long Island Ducks here in the very first inning. David Washington, that is his 20th home run of the season, most certainly did not waste the bases loaded, no out opportunity, as 4 runs have come in. Kalaika Kuahalahala went after it, but it kept carrying and carrying and over that tall wall in left field. Here's Miles Williams, who's also a power threat. Foul tipped behind the plate, 0-1. Team leading 20th home run of the season. For David Washington. Here's Miles Williams, who hit 20 home runs earlier this year in the Pacific Association. That one's taken for a ball inside. Spent a couple seasons in the Marlins organization, but season-ending injuries hampered his development as Williams fouls that off behind the plate. He's shown off his power already as a Long Island Duck. 2 home runs in the last series against New Britain Bees. As he swings and misses that one for strike 3. Here's Deoner Navarro, the 13-year Major League veteran, former Yankee, former Ray, a one-time All-Star, made a World Series appearance with the Rays as well. Plenty of experience behind the plate. First pitch to Navarro, in there for a strike. Navarro said that the hardest part of his transition back into baseball after taking about a year and a half off is now facing right-handed pitching, because he used to be a switch hitter, but to make that transition easier, he's just focusing on getting back into being a right-handed hitter. Fouls it off for an 0-2 count. Navarro hit his first home run as Long Island Duck last series against New Britain Bees, a solo shot over the left field wall. Here's the 0-2. In the dirt, 1-2. David Wayne Russo last season for the Blue Crabs went 2-4 with a 5.26 ERA. Made 8 starts, so kind of a similar season to this one. Mainly a reliever, but then switched to a starter towards the end of the season. This one's in the dirt, 2-2. That one is taken high for ball 3, so Deoner gets the count full. Payoff pitch from Russo, upcoming. The delivery. Like just above my view here in the press box. And now another payoff pitch after Navarro fouls one over the netting. Drives that one left field, but foul. Had the height, had the distance, had everything, but just pulled it a bit too far to the left. Navarro actually started as a New York Yankee in his Major League career. Didn't play much there. As he lines one to the left center field, Kahua Halahala trying to cut it off, but it will get to the wall. Extra bases for Deoner Navarro, and he's in there with a 2-out double. Here's Cody Puckett. Eighth batter to step to the plate for the Long Island Ducks this inning. Grand slam by David Washington, doing a ton of damage in the first inning. And now there's another runner in scoring position. First pitch to Puckett. Hit in the air, center field. coming in, Corey Vaughn chasing after it. He'll make the catch on the run for out number 3. But the Ducks strike first. 4 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. Ducks lead by a score of 4-0 after David Washington's grand slam heading into the bottom of the first inning.
Hey fans, this is pitcher John Brownell, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Sayville Ford, Long Island's Ford giant, has been family-owned and operated for over 60 years. Stop by today to check out their giant selection of new and pre-owned vehicles at their state-of-the-art showroom featuring enclosed service drives and a luxurious customer lounge. Get giant savings on hundreds of new and used vehicles in stock. Sayville Ford, the no-fees dealer. Visit online at SayvilleFord.com or download the Sayville Ford app today to learn more. Call 855-917-8737 today.
Bethpage Ballpark is a great place to watch a ball game, so why not do so from some of the best seats in the house? Long Island's hometown team is proud to present the Long Island Ducks Beer Garden. Open for all fans on nights when the Smokin' Owl's party deck has not been reserved, the Beer Garden will feature a variety of frosty drafts and bottled brews, as well as several food choices. The area has been decked out with bar rail seating and Ducks-branded furniture to provide a comfortable atmosphere for everyone. Be sure to stop by and check out the Long Island Ducks Beer Garden on your next visit to the ballpark.
Slight change to the plans here at Regency Furniture Stadium. Dennis O'Grady is on the mound to start this game in the place of Jake Fisher. Not quite sure what happened to Fisher. The starting lineups and everything had Fisher listed as the starter, but he just made the walk to the locker room with trainer Dottie Pitchford, so something must have went wrong late, and now it's a bullpen day, an unplanned bullpen day for the Long Island Ducks. Starting lineup for the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs is as follows. Teodoro Martinez bats first. Edwin Garcia second. Devin Rodriguez is batting third. John Griffin, the designated hitter, batting fourth. Fifth is Frank Martinez. Sixth, Angeles Nina. Seventh is Corey Vaughn. Eighth, Kalaika Kuahalahala. And ninth, rounding out the lineup, Jose Gonzalez. Stepping in is Teodoro Martinez to kick things off for the Blue Crabs against Dennis O'Grady. Cody Puckett in on the grass at third base as it's fouled off by Martinez to the right side. So O'Grady leads the team in appearances this season. Coming off a tough outing in which he gave up 4 runs against New Britain Bees. Count is 1-1. Right down the middle for strike 2. This game was not delayed either, so it's not a situation where Fisher couldn't warm up properly. This one's popped up in the infield and caught by Dan Lyons for out number 1. Apologies for the technical difficulties with the live scoreboard currently. We'll get that up to date as soon as possible. Here's Edwin Garcia. Had a couple of infield singles off of his glove. First pitch in there for a strike. Ducks and Blue Crabs kicking off a 3-game series. The Blue Crabs were on Long Island last week, taking 2 out of 3, scoring 9 runs in each of the games they won. Garcia hits this one in the air, just outside the infield. Taylor Ard under it in foul territory, makes the catch. That's out number 2. Here's Devin Rodriguez, one of the Atlantic League All-Stars on this Southern Maryland team. Rodriguez playing first base tonight. Blue Crabs in their red camo uniforms, swing and a miss. So Dennis O'Grady must have gotten warmed up pretty quickly because he's looking really good in this appearance, retiring the first 2 batters he sees. This one's also hit in the air. Infield, Dan Lyons under it. He makes the catch for out number 3. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Dennis O'Grady on his unplanned start. And fans, the Ducks just retired the Blue Crabs 1-2-3, making this another PSEG Long Island energy efficient inning. With energy efficiency programs from PSEG Long Island, saving on your electric bill is also as easy as 1-2-3. Visit PSEGLINY.com/save money. It's just one more way PSEG Long Island is making things work for you. We'll be right back with the top of the 2nd inning here in Southern Maryland. Ducks lead 4-0.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Jake Fisher, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network. Go Ducks.
We asked people across Long Island, what does energy efficiency mean to you?
Energy efficiency? It means finding ways to save a few dollars on my electric bill each month.
PSEG Long Island is introducing smart technologies that let you control just how much energy you use.
To me, it really is important to keep Long Island green so future generations can enjoy our island's beauty.
And we're partnering on renewable sources that will keep Long Island sustainable for generations. Discover all of our energy efficiency programs at PSEGLINY.com/efficiency.
Welcome back to Waldorf, Maryland. Ducks lead by a score of 4-0. We do have an update on Jake Fisher. It was a knee injury. So unfortunately had to be pulled before he even got out onto the field. David Wynn Russo this inning will face Dan Lyons, and then the top of the order, Jordani Valdespin, Daniel Fields, and so on and so forth. Dan Lyons celebrating his birthday today. It's been a milestone season for Lyons. He set the Ducks all-time games played record. Also reached his 1,000th professional hit. This one's chopped foul by Lyons to start off this at-bat, 0-1. Fans, Ducks Health Report is brought to you by Island Shore Physical Therapy, the official therapist of the Long Island Ducks. It's Jake Fisher, a new addition to that health report with this very late knee injury. Colton Murray currently on the disabled list, but he is with the team here in Southern Maryland, so expect him to return soon. The 1-1. Popped in the air. Right side. It will be Devin Rodriguez's ball. Makes the catch for out number 1. Tyler Bradam has also been dealing with some issues, but he is also with the team. Both him and Murray were not traveling to New Britain, but they are here in Southern Maryland with the Ducks. Wanda Perez, Rob Rogers, pair of relievers, shut down for the season with Tommy John surgery and long-term shoulder injuries to both Andrew Barboza and Jair Jurgens. First pitch to Jordani Valdespin, taken for a strike. So Valdespin kicked things off with an infield single last inning. You can hear the wind gusting. It looks like it's blowing in towards home plate. Sky is very gray. Storms are expected. Pitch to Valtzbein inside. Count is now 2-1. Russo looks in, the pitch. Blooped over towards short, and this one's caught by Garcia for out number 2. Here's Daniel Fields. Southern Maryland, their second half record is 16-21, but they've won 6 games in a row. They took the last 2 games of the series against the Long Island Ducks and then swept the Road Warriors in a 4-game set as Fields takes that one high for ball 1. What better way to rebound from giving up 4 runs in the first inning by a 1-2-3 inning, but he's not going to get that as Daniel Fields hits one through the hole on the right side for a base hit. He is now 2 for 2. It's only the second inning. Lou Ford also hit a infield single in the first inning, a slow roller past David and Russo. Garcia tried to barehand it, could not pick it up, and everyone was safe. Ford last series against New Britain, 4 for 12 with a double and an RBI. First pitch in there for strike 1 to Ford. Ford's also been excellent lately for the Ducks. 0-1. Outside. Ford's picked up multi-hit games in 4 of his last 8 and has reached base safely in 6 of the 8. This one's hit in the air, left side. Gonzalez looked at it, but he'll let it go into the seats for strike 2. So we'll see what the plan is for Kevin Byers from here on out. He typically likes to have relievers only go 1 inning at a time, but now when your starter is unable to make the start, you got to stretch out these relievers as long as he can. So I'd expect Dennis O'Grady to be out there for a second inning of work. This one's lined into the netting. Count remains 2-2. Definitely a confidence builder for O'Grady. Took the loss in his last outing. Or rather, he did not take the loss. Game went out of reach against O'Grady. He's given up a total of 7 runs in his last 3 outings, but starts this game with a 1-2-3 inning. The 2-2 to Ford. Line drive left field. Kahua Halahala going back to the warning track, and he'll make the backpedaling catch for out number 3. Ducks still lead 4-0 after the top of the second inning. We'll be right back.
Hey fans, this is infielder Cody Puckett, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Hey Ducks fans, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks is the Radisson Hotel Hauppauge, Long Island. It's centrally located on the north shore of Long Island and offers a home away from home for both business and leisure guests. The Radisson Hotel Hauppauge, Long Island features an indoor pool, 24-hour business center, a fitness center, and complimentary Wi-Fi in all guest rooms. Enjoy the contemporary American cuisine at the Fountain Grill restaurant or grab a quick bite to eat at Cafe Pronto. And best of all, it's only minutes away from Bethpage Ballpark.
ballpark. The Radisson Hotel, Hauppauge, Long Island, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks. Call 631-231-1100 today. That's 631-231-1100.
Baseball fans, the Long Island Ducks mobile app has officially arrived. Powered by ClearVision Apps, it's your one-stop shop for all things Ducks baseball. Buy tickets straight from your mobile device. Receive game status updates with push notifications. Check out up-to-the-minute news and scores and interact with the Ducks on social media. Best of all, it's free. Download the Ducks mobile app today by visiting the App Store on your Apple-powered device or Google Play on your Android-powered device. The Long Island Ducks mobile app, with you wherever you flock to.
Welcome back to Regency Furniture Stadium. Ducks fans, Dennis O'Grady out for his second inning of work, starting in the place of Jake Fisher, who unfortunately could not make the start tonight due to a late knee injury. He was, as far as we know, all scheduled, ready to go. He was on the lineup card and everything, but it is Dennis O'Grady on the mound instead of Jake Fisher. First up this inning for the Blue Crabs is John Griffin, a former Duck. That one's low for ball one. Fans follow all season long as the Long Island Ducks try and meet the Chappie's Home Run Challenge. If the Ducks hit 100 home runs this season, Chappie's Funeral Homes will donate $5,000 to the Quack Jack Foundation. That's ball two. Chappie's Funeral Homes, where caring for others is our family tradition. O'Grady now down 2-0. The pitch. That's in there for strike one. Griffin thought about it, but held up. So that home run by David Washington put the total up to 96 this season for the Long Island Ducks. Swing and a miss, strike two. O'Grady has it working tonight. Thunder in the distance. Clouds are gray as this one's lined into center field. And the Blue Crabs have their first base runner, John Griffin, single up the middle. That'll bring up Frank Martinez, an all-star for this Southern Maryland team. First pitch in there for strike one. See, the Blue Crabs can take advantage of this base runner with nobody out. O'Grady, a Duke University alum, fouled off by Martinez at the plate. Was teammates with Toronto Blue Jays pitcher Marcus Stroman there. Stroman, a Patchogue native. O'Grady from Floral Park, New York. O'Grady checks on Griffin at first. 0-2. Inside 1-2. And it looks like rain is starting to come down. I expect the talk to be pulled soon. The pitch. Ground ball to first. Foul. Starting to come down a bit harder here. It was downpouring earlier today. The pitch. Another foul ball to the right side. A member of the grounds crew at Southern Maryland had a discussion with the umpire before this inning, so we might have a rain delay tonight. 1-2. Check swing in the dirt. Again, it was a pretty ugly day here in Southern Maryland. And there was expected to be another wave of storms coming through around game time, and that forecast delivered. Just outside, ball 3 from O'Grady. O'Grady, a 4.26 ERA on the season, 5-3 record. That one's high and outside. It's a walk. So after the 1-2-3 inning, first 2 base runners come on. Here's Angelis Nina, the former Bridgeport Bluefish, and players on in the Blue Crabs dugout are waving their hands, trying to call off the game, and there it is. It's a rain delay. This is coming down hard here in Southern Maryland. We'll be right back with any further updates, so stay tuned as this game is going into a rain delay.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Matt Larkins, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Going way back is Joe Holden, and he is looking up, and that one is headed to field 5 at Robert Moses. The waves are gnarly, and the Ducks have tied it at 1.
That was another home run for the Ducks. And Duck fans, what's more fun than a home run that helps the Ducks win a game? How about a homer that helps the community win? Chappie's Funeral Home and the Long Island Ducks have once again teamed up for the Chappie's Home Run Challenge. If the Ducks hit 100 homers this season, Chappie's Funeral Home will donate $5,000 to the Quackerjack Foundation. So every time a Ducks hitter goes deep this season, watch for the Chappie's Challenge home run count on the scoreboard. And if we reach 100, we're all a winner. Chappie's Funeral Home, where caring for others is a family tradition.
Can't get enough of the Long Island Ducks? Well, now you can get even more inside info on your favorite hometown team through Facebook and Twitter. The Ducks are constantly updating fans through social media with scores, transactions, ballpark promotions, and much more. You can even win great prizes. All you'll need to do is make a free account on Facebook and Twitter, and then visit us at facebook.com/LIDucks and twitter.com/LIDucks. Think you're Long Island's biggest Ducks fan? Get connected now.
Welcome back to Southern Maryland. We are in a rain delay here. Tarp is being pulled onto the field. So while we wait for the rain to pass, we'll play you the sounds of the 2004 championship winning team of the Long Island Ducks.
You're listening to the soundtrack of the Ducks Championship DVD, 2004 Long Island Ducks, A Season to Remember. The Long Island Ducks baseball game is currently being delayed due to inclement weather. We will update you on the status of the game as soon as possible, and thanks for listening to Long Island Ducks baseball exclusively here on LIDucks.com. We now return you to our trip down memory lane. Hi, I'm Chris King, the radio and TV voice of your Long Island Ducks. 2004 was a very special season for the Ducks, both on and off the field. From the first pitch of spring training until the final out of their championship victory, there were packed houses, nail-biting wins, and enough excitement to last a lifetime. During the Ducks' first ever trip to the Atlantic League playoffs, each of their 6 games was decided by just 1 run, with the Ducks winning 5 of those. In putting together this championship DVD, we'll take a walk down memory lane and take you step by step through the Long Island Ducks' 2004 Atlantic League Championship. Following another close call at the end of the 2003 season, the Ducks had finished second in 6 of 8 halves through their first 4 seasons of play and still had never qualified for a playoff spot. After a winter full of organizational meetings and player signings, the team headed down to spring training loaded with talent, brimming with confidence, and eager to prove that this team was different.
Well, when we got down to spring training, it was we kind of realized that this was kind of a special group of guys, and we all clicked from the very beginning. And our mission was, you know, if we're going to be in the independent league and nobody's going to give us an opportunity to go play in organized ball, then we're going to try to do the absolute best that we can with our team. And like I said, we felt like we had a special talent and a special group of guys, and it was our goal to go out and win the championship.
He is all business on that 5th day. I tell you, he has his good times and whatever, and keeps everybody loose up to that point, and then it's business day.
I expect to win, and I expect to win pretty much with the whole pitching staff. When you get Bill out there, he's going to fight you. He's going to fight you to the end. He never wants to come out, and that's always good.
Of the 25 players on Long Island's opening day roster, 14 had major league experience, highlighted by a pitching staff that featured Bill Pulsifer, Matt Beach, Matt DeWitt, Bill Seamus, and Lance Davis, all of whom had experienced success at the big league level.
Every spring training, especially with the Ducks, you go into it of not knowing how long you're going to keep your guys, and that's always a concern. But when we walked out on the field the first day, when Pulsifer and Seamus showed up, there was no longer any worry of what type of clubhouse we were going to have. The camaraderie was there just with those 2 individuals, and as a coach, as a manager, when you know your camaraderie is good, it solves a lot of problems. So everybody else was going to fit into place. All the guys that we had from the previous year, we knew were very good guys, very good individuals, and we pride ourselves with the Ducks of bringing in good individuals, not just statistics, but they got to be good people to play here. And as soon as we had those 2 guys, we knew we were set.
As the season began, Long Island came out of the gates on fire, emerging victorious in each of their first 6 games.
4, and the Ducks win the game. Final score, Long Island Ducks 5, Pennsylvania Road Warriors 4.
By the end of the season's first month, Long Island was on a roll, in first place with a 16-7 record.
We had a lot of guys returning from the year before. It was myself and Barty and Doug and JJ and stuff. Well, those guys, I know they remember the hurt that we felt in that last game and how close we were to it. And then getting guys like Pulsifer and Seamus and Lance and Beach and those guys in the beginning of the year, we knew we had a staff that could take us all the way. Of course, the big question was how long were we going to have them for? Which comes across every year with the Ducks, is that we start off great, and if somehow or another the guys get picked up, which is what the league is for, and but it hurts our team club, and we never seem to make the playoffs because we got guys leaving, and sometimes you just can't replace those guys.
By mid-June, however, 3 of Long Island's top pitchers had been signed to major league organizational deals. Clint Weibel was the first to go, followed by Matt DeWitt and Matt Beach. Following their departures, the Ducks hit a skid, and, following a July 5th loss at the hands of the Nashua Pride, found themselves 1 game behind the arch-rival Bridgeport Bluefish with just 7 games remaining in the season's first half. Despite regaining their footing in the following series against Pennsylvania, the Ducks found themselves needing a sweep of Bridgeport in the half's final series in order to earn a berth in the Atlantic League playoffs. All the Bluefish needed was 1 victory in the 3-game set, and the Ducks' playoff hopes would be dashed yet again. And the Ducks would have to do it against their arch rivals on the road in a ballpark in which their playoff dreams died in the last season. They'd also have to do it in a ballpark where they'd only won 13 times in 37 games coming into the season. You're listening to the soundtrack of the Ducks Championship DVD, 2004 Long Island Ducks, A Season to Remember. The Long Island Ducks baseball game is currently being delayed due to inclement weather. We will update you on the status of the game as soon as possible. And thanks for listening to Long Island Ducks baseball exclusively here on liducks.com. We now return you to our trip down memory lane.
The 3-game series with Bridgeport
During the July 10th through the 12th was quite an exciting series, and it was great to have the fans coming over. I mean, there was so many little facets of that particular series that was going into play that not a lot of people, unless you'd been around and been a part of the Long Island Duck organization for a while, would really understand the complexity of it. With that veteran team that we had, you know, we knew that if we just went in and played one game at a time, which is of course very cliche, but yet it's very applicable for the situation. You know, if we win the first couple of games, you know, that we would put the pressure back on them, and that's what we did. The Monday night game, you know, after it being called after the 9 innings, was very frustrating for all of us, both teams in general.
I know the feeling after the game of that last night when it was raining. We were in the clubhouse and we were going, this can't happen. I mean, we can't end it like this. We had just come back. I mean, we battled our butts off. And so did Bridgeport. I mean, it was a great series that we played against them. We beat them the first 2 games of the series. It came down to that last game. They had scored a couple runs in the beginning, and we fought back to tie it. And you know, it came down to the 9th inning, and we were playing in the rain the whole game. And when they called the game and took us off the field because of the rain, it was like kind of mind-boggling. It's like, what are we doing? We've been playing in this for 9 innings. I mean, just all it takes is we finish 9 innings. You know, the next person to score will win.
So the Long Island Ducks headed home. The July 12th game was declared a tie, with a new August 9th game rescheduled to be played in its entirety and no playoff spot yet secured. Despite the fact that they had come so far, the Ducks had no closure. The second half would begin on Friday night, but there was still 4 weeks of baseball to play before the first half champion would be declared.
Well, so we start the second half of the season. We don't know who the first half champion is, and we're going to play that game 2.5, 3 weeks out. It really kept the tension around here at a certain pitch. Certainly kept all the fans' interest. We started to point our whole season towards one game, and that's sort of good and it's sort of bad. For the fans, it was you know, high drama. For us in our organization, it was high drama. For the ball players, so we were all focused in on that August 9th game.
And while the Ducks would have to wait for their chance to play for their first ever playoff spot, they would continue their pursuit of individual and team records that would fall during the magical 2004 season.
The Ducks' second half playoff drive has begun. But wait a minute, what about the first half?
Good question.
Something you've never even heard in baseball. Just like, let's put off the first half until a month later.
Because of a rainout, the Ducks and Bluefish have yet to decide who won the North Division. They'll replay August 9th.
I mean, we definitely had momentum in our favor, and it was just too bad that it just had to stop like it did.
To have it end like that was really disappointing. We have some guys that do real well now. Who knows if Doug, Kamara Barty or Pulsifer is going to be here come August 9th.
That could really change things.
They were a big part of our team.
"19 days and counting till August 9th.
You're listening to the soundtrack of the Ducks Championship DVD, 2004 Long Island Ducks, A Season to Remember. The Long Island Ducks baseball game is currently being delayed due to inclement weather. We We will update you on the status of the game as soon as possible. And thanks for listening to Long Island Ducks baseball exclusively here on LIDucks.com. We now return you to our trip down memory lane. When August 9th finally arrived, the team and its fans were ready.
My guys are ready to go. They're ready to play this game. You know, as I'm sure these guys are too. I mean, it's about the playoffs. I mean, there's a couple reasons why these players are all here in this league. One to get back to organizations, and the other getting the playoffs. And here it is, right here on the table for them. So now it's whoever's the hungriest.
With more than 700 loyal Duck fans in attendance in Bridgeport, everything was on the line once again for Long Island's hometown team. In a game dubbed "One Game for All the Marbles" by Bridgeport officials, the Bluefish took an early 3-0 advantage against the Ducks and starter Brian Ricard.
Count 1 ball, 2 strikes to Avila.
And again, Lou, the rosters of these teams is quite different from what it was the last time we played this game on July 12th. The Ducks do have Garrick back. The Bluefish have Willis Otanez and DJ Boston back, but Long Island has lost Bill Pulsifer, Lance Davis, and Manny Ulloa, 3 of their best pitchers who've gone on to affiliated teams.
Beautiful pitch on the inside corner, and Ricard ends the inning, but
the Ducks showed their mettle, battling back and tying the game on Camara Barti's 2-out, 2-run home run in the 5th inning off Bluefish ace Tim Kaine.
Kane delivers, swing and a miss, tied him up inside, and Kaine works ahead 0-2.
And a chance for Camara to get some retribution, Lou, as it was Camara Barti who popped out to second base back in the 3rd inning with the bases loaded and 1 away. So he gets another chance here to at least drive in 1 run if he can bring in Cole Liniak from second.
Oh-2 pitch, swung on and drilled to deep left field. Yes, it's gone! A home run for Barti! A 2-run shot! And we are all tied at 4. Well,
for Camara Barti, his team leading 18th home run.
We were down early, so we were like, all right, now we got to fight back. But once you hit that 2-run home run and we're dead even, it's a whole new game. It's like, all right, it's 0-0. Now it's our game. We have the momentum. Let's take it. Let's go all the way with this.
Now Andrew Salvo. Be interesting to see if he tries to bunt here.
I would think so.
Bridgeport thinking bunt. Lou Ulloa now coming in at 3rd, and Salvo bunts it. It's a good-looking bunt, and they're going to go to first. For a second, Sherman thought about going to second, but then got the sure out at first base. Salvo does his job, sacrifice bunt, sends Rodriguez down to second, and he is the potential go-ahead run for the Ducks.
Well, Andrew Salvo practices that bunt every day in batting practice, and in the biggest spot of the season for Long Island, he comes through as manager Don McCormack there, playing small ball here in a tie game, and now he hopes that Kevin Baez, who's had the best defensive play of the game for Long Island, can come through with some offense.
And the Duck fans making some noise now. Baez and Justin Davies will try to give the Ducks the lead. Baez swings and lifts it deep down the right field line. Pennyfeather is there, makes the catch. Rodriguez is going to try to go. Pennyfeather's throw is into the stands, and Rodriguez will score on the overthrow. Long Island takes the lead. It's 5-4 Ducks.
Well, can you believe it? Will Pennyfeather, who had the best catch of the game for the Bluefish and one of the best arms in the Atlantic League, just threw one into the seats, into the Duck fan section. And as he did, Luis Rodriguez, who was tagging, is able to circle 3rd and score. The Ducks have their first lead of the game in the top of the 9th on a Will Pennyfeather overthrow. With the Ducks now holding a 1-run lead, Long Island called on closer Bill Seamus for the final 3 outs.
And the Bluefish now down to their last strike.
And much like they do at Citibank Park, the Duck fans are on their feet throughout this ballpark, hundreds of them, standing and cheering for what they hope will be strike 3.
No balls, 2 strikes to Boston. Seamus gets the sign. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. The Long Island Ducks have won the first half championship in the Atlantic League's North Division. And the Ducks will go to the playoffs for the first time in franchise history.
And you see the jubilation on the mound. It has taken them 4 years, 3 months, and 12 days since the first pitch in franchise history was thrown back in April of 2000.
but there will be postseason baseball on Long Island come September for the first time ever. And that guy, Bill Seamus, is the happiest man on the field.
The Ducks battle back.
You're listening to the soundtrack of the Ducks Championship DVD, 2004 Long Island Ducks, A Season to Remember. The Long Island Ducks baseball game is currently being delayed due to inclement weather. We will update you on the status of the game as soon as possible. And thanks for listening to Long Island Ducks baseball exclusively here on LIDucks.com. We now return you to our trip down memory lane.
Once we got to that last inning once we brought Seamus in the 8th and we got through that, and knowing that, our cards are on the table. Everything that you kind of laid out before the game, how you want the game to go, and everything is just, it's right there for you. You just stick by your game plan that you pretty much had thought out. And when it gets down to it and it comes to, here it is, right on the table for Mr. Seamus, and the guy we've counted on the whole time. And it's like I've said before, he's one of them guys that you count on night in, night out. And it was just kind of a relaxed excitement watching him, because he just kind of manhandled Darryl Boston. It was really not much of a contest. And it was just, after that, it was such a relief, to finally get on the board with that first one, that the three of us, me, Buddy, and Dave, just kind of was embraced, and we let them do their thing on the field, and it was a relief sensation.
Following a dizzying post-game celebration, the Ducks returned to the reality of the second half. With 7 of their pitchers now gone and pitching for affiliated teams, the team struggled in the month of August, posting a record of 14-16 with a 5.63 ERA. With the key pitchers now departed, it was clear the Ducks' playoff hopes would depend on a promise made by a group of pitchers all the way back in spring training known as the Band: Bill Seamus, Bill Pulsifer, Matt Beach, and Lance Davis.
Those guys, upon leaving, vowed to us that if they didn't get called up to the big leagues, they'd come back, and the rest is history. Those people came back, and we played 7 consecutive one-run games.
Well, those at the end of the first half, prior to us having to reschedule the August 9th game, I remember being in the dugout and talking with Pointer about, and this is a guy that's won a World Series at the Major League level, and we both had the same feeling of playoff baseball. It doesn't matter where you're at, Little League or on up, it's just a special feeling, and that's the real reason that true baseball players play, and that's to have a chance to win a championship. Not for the money, not for the fame, not for anything like that. It's just to go out and compete at the highest level of your league, wherever it be, and you to be the top of it. It's really a special thing, winning a championship. And there's plenty of guys that play their whole careers and don't even make playoffs, let alone win a championship at any level. So it's really a special thing. And when a group of guys gets together and accomplishes something, it's camaraderie. It's a very special thing.
On September 14th, the leader of the band, lefty Bill Pulsifer, was the first to make good on his promise to return. Within 5 days, Seamus, Beach, and Davis followed suit, and Long Island's once awe-inspiring pitching staff was back at full strength, just in time for the team's first ever playoff appearance. The first playoff game in franchise history was on the road on Tuesday, September 21st, 2004, at historic Holman Stadium in Nashua, New Hampshire. The Nashua Pride held a 10-8 advantage over the Long Island Ducks in the regular season, and they featured an explosive offense led by former Major League All-Star Dante Bichette. Despite rallying late in the game, the Ducks fell 3-2, and their playoff hopes were in danger just 1 game into the best-of-3 series.
Yeah, you'd like to, you'd like to win that first game, but we were coming back home, so I thought it was a great game, and up there we just didn't, we didn't make our move late in the game like we normally do, and then you come back here and you have all this enthusiasm. You have this 4 years of frustration, which is more in-house than it is the new players that came in. They had nothing to do with being defeated. You know, there are a couple guys here, Justin Davies and Doug Jennings, who had gone through all these close losses for all these years, and then you have the fans who had gone through that.
You're listening to the soundtrack of the Ducks Championship DVD, 2004 Long Island Ducks, A Season to Remember. The Long Island Ducks baseball game is currently being delayed due to inclement weather. We will update you on the status of the game as soon as possible, and thanks for listening to Long Island Ducks baseball exclusively here on LIDucks.com. We now return you to our trip down memory lane. After dropping Game 1 of the Atlantic League North Division playoffs in Nashua, the Ducks returned home to a raucous Citibank Park for the first home playoff game in franchise history. The sellout crowd had waited 5 years for this night to arrive. 6,322 strong and armed with thundersticks was in Lucifer headed out to the mound.
The first playoff game here at Citibank Park was obviously very personal to me and very special for me. And I've been to Super Bowls and I've been to Final Four in college basketball games and been to a tremendous amount of, played in a few championship games myself. But this was, from the time I walked from my office to my seat, it was like I was in the game. And so were 6,000 other people. This was an electric night for the fans and for our whole organization. I mean, it really felt like I had to put my chin strap on, actually, and and get ready to play. Almost had that football game feeling to it, not a baseball game. So it wasn't lost on anyone in the house that night how important this game was, and that we were really ready to play that baseball game.
After Pulsifer exited with a 1-run lead in the 7th inning, relievers Jordan Zimmerman and Joe Cotton got the game to the 8th inning for Bill Seamus, who slammed the door shut on the Nashua Pride with a 6-out save. With a 3-2 victory of their own, the Ducks were headed to the decisive Game 3, with Lance Davis headed to the hill. Davis was dazzling in Game 3, tossing 7 2/3 innings of shutout ball before giving way to Joe Cotton, who closed out the 8th inning. And while Davis was brilliant, his counterpart on Nashua, former Duck Denny Harriger, was equal to the task, leaving Long Island clinging to a 1-0 lead going into the final inning of play.
Interesting, we're going against Denny Harriger, who we had let go, and we always thought with Denny, if you can get him early, you're going to get him big. And we got him a little bit early, but then he settled down and pitched a great game. He really pitched a great game, and I was just amazed at the pitches he was throwing where he wanted to. But we just had better pitching that day. We had Lance Davis and we had Bill Seamus, and they didn't.
After Seamus closed out the Pride in the 9th, the Ducks had clinched the North Division title and were headed to the Atlantic League's championship round. The post-game celebration was subdued, as the players in the clubhouse knew there was still one more mountain to climb. The Ducks would battle the Camden River Sharks in a best-of-5 Atlantic League Championship Series starting Friday night, September the 24th at Citibank Park in Central Islip. Game 1 of the Atlantic League Championship Series was a high-scoring affair, with Long Island leading 10-6 in the top of the 9th inning and the bases loaded. Manager Don McCormick turned to Joe Cotton to get the game's final 2 outs. For once, Long Island's bullpen didn't respond, as former Montreal Expo Chris Widger stepped to the plate and hit a grand slam home run to tie the game at 10. In extra innings, it was Justin Davies who took center stage and played the hero. The original Duck, who had amassed over 500 games in a Long Island uniform, was now in position to register his first game-winning playoff hit. Facing Camden's Evan Thomas with Jason Johnson on third and 2 outs, Davies lined a shot to right field with 2 strikes to deliver an 11-inning, 4-hour and 22-minute Ducks win, and a 1-0 series advantage heading into Saturday night's Game 2.
Well, here we are in Game 1 of the championship series. The game's tied. I think it was in the 11th inning or 12th inning. I know it was extra innings, and then I came up with 2 outs facing Evan Thomas, who just recently came back from winning a championship with Buffalo in AAA. 2 down and man on, I think he was on third. And he got 2 quick strikes against me. And I'm saying, all right, I know he's going to try and end up throwing a curveball really low inside, and because he had a really good curveball, and trying to throw it low and into the lefty, trying to ground out somewhere. So I just kind of relaxed, took a deep breath, and just tried to put the bat on the ball and let something happen. I wasn't really aiming for the hole, to hit the ball between first and second. I just saw the ball, I saw the break, stayed with it, put the bat on the ball, and once I saw that ball go to the infield, it was just a shot of adrenaline just went right through me. I can't believe I did it. I just hit the base when it hit. But I mean, it's a tribute to my teammates because, guys had to get on base. Guys had to put me in that situation. We had to fight. We had to score 11 runs in the first place in order to get there.
You're listening to the soundtrack of the Ducks Championship DVD, 2004 Long Island Ducks, A Season to Remember. The Long Island Ducks baseball game is currently being delayed due to inclement weather. We will update you on the status of the game as soon as possible. And thanks for listening to Long Island Ducks baseball exclusively here on liducks.com. We now return you to our trip down memory lane. In Saturday night's Game 2, first baseman Doug Jennings began the proceedings with a first-inning two-run home run that staked Long Island to an early lead. For the second consecutive night, Justin Davies played the hero, singling off the glove of third baseman Brad Strauss to drive home Rodriguez for a 5-4 win in the game and a 2-0 Ducks series lead.
I remember sitting in the dugout maybe a couple innings before saying, it'd be cool if I had the opportunity to do this again. And it finally presented itself, I was like, wow, I mean, this is something else. I mean, here I am, I have an opportunity to do this, but I was facing Rizzo. And that's a guy that I don't really care to face. He's a left-handed thrower, he's got a hard cutter. He's a really good pitcher, and I said, all right, this is not going to be easy. And once again, I just tried to put the bat on the ball and make something happen. I think I had less than 2 outs this time. And the infield was in, Brad Strauss was in, and I just hit a little chopper right over his head. Nothing great, nothing too fancy, just luck of the bounce, and we did it. And I remember seeing that ball going over his glove and saying, holy cow, this is unbelievable to do that again.
With the series switching sites to Campbell's Field in Camden, New Jersey for Sunday night's Game 3, the Ducks sent their best to the Hill, Bill Pulsipher, to try to clinch the Atlantic League Championship. Camden broke out on top early, plating 3 runs on 4 hits in the top of the first off Bill Pulsipher, and the score remained 3-0 into the 5th inning, with River Sharks ace Lincoln Mickelson tossing a no-hitter against Long Island through the first 4 innings. After Jason Johnson singled to break up the no-no, Rusty McNamara scalded a shot down the left field line that scored Doug Jennings for the first Long Island run. Matt Garrick followed that with a sac fly to left that plated Johnson, cutting the Camden lead to 3-2. In the 7th, Long Island took the lead for good as McNamara drove home Jennings for the tying run, and Kevin Baez was hit by a pitch with the bases loaded to give Long Island its first lead of the game. After Long Island went quietly in the top of the 8th, manager Don McCormick called once again on closer Bill Seamus. The appearance was the first for Seamus since his save against Nashua in the deciding game of the divisional playoffs, and McCormack, along with the hundreds of Flock faithful in attendance, was hoping for more of the same. Seamus didn't disappoint. After setting down the Sharks 1-2-3 in the 8th, he retired the first 2 batters he faced in the 9th inning before allowing a single to Chris Wakeland.
He comes to the belt with his glove, and the 0-1 is popped in the air, right center field. Justin Davies going over with Jason Johnson. Jason Johnson makes the catch! He makes the catch! The Ducks win 4-3, and the Long Island Ducks have swept the Camden River Sharks. They are the 2004 Atlantic League champions. They will hoist the trophy in this, their 5th anniversary season, and they are mobbing each other outside the Long Island dugout. The entire team is there.
The Ducks became the first team in Atlantic League history to win every playoff game of their championship march by just 1 run. In a storybook ending to a magical season, original Duck Justin Davies was named the Atlantic League Championship Series MVP. In the series, Davies had 2 walk-off game-winning hits, batted .385 with a triple, 4 runs scored, and 3 RBI. You're listening to the soundtrack of the Ducks Championship DVD, 2004 Long Island Ducks, A Season to Remember. The Long Island Ducks baseball game is currently being delayed due to inclement weather. We will update you on the status of the game as soon as possible, and thanks for listening to Long Island Ducks baseball exclusively here on liducks.com. We now return you to our trip down memory lane. The Ducks had completed their sweep of the Camden River Sharks, and they were now the champions of the Atlantic League. Following a wild post-game clubhouse celebration, owner Frank Bolton commandeered the championship hardware to ensure its safety.
Well, I've had other trophies in other leagues. Like I said, I've won championships, and I know that it's probably a really good idea for the owner or the person in charge to take that trophy, because it could end up along the Dusty Trail in any one of the local establishments in the Philadelphia area. So I thought best that I take the trophy home, that it would get home, and it would be pretty much safe. If anyone's seen that trophy, it's got a few dings in it, and I'm sure that maybe in past years that didn't go directly to the front office.
On Monday, September 27th, the Ducks returned to Central Islip victorious and were greeted by fans in a vast array of fire trucks to welcome their bus home with a celebratory water cannon salute.
This is kind of a surprise here to have the fire department here. It's kind of a nice touch. And this is what we came here to do. We started the season. We knew we had a good ball club, and we finished it off right. And it's a blast.
Talk about the resilience of this club. Every time they had to win, you guys just found a way to do it.
Well, you know, this is the best group of guys, team-wise, I've ever played on. You know, we really pull for each other, and we live each at bat and each pitch with each other. And I think that's why we're so resilient, is because we have so much of a support system, and it shows, because you know, when guys come back in the dugout, there's their support right there for you. So everybody wants to do well for everybody else.
Boy, there's been a lot of hard work and a lot of blood, sweat, and tears put into this, you know, and we're going to enjoy every minute and every second of it. And it's gonna go on probably all winter long too, and everybody's gonna remember this moment. And God, we just are having so much fun right now. We really are.
Following all the hoopla, one thing was for certain. Long Island had its first professional baseball championship, and the fun had just begun. From the hopes of spring training to their first ever playoff berth, to their first playoff win, and ultimately to their first Atlantic League championship, the 5th anniversary season in 2004 was one that will never be forgotten by the Long Island Ducks and their fans.
Welcome back to Regency Furniture Stadium, Ducks fans. Still in a rain delay here. As you can see, the rain is still coming down here in Waldorf, Maryland. If this game does resume, which I'm not sure how likely that is at this point, the Ducks are ahead by a score of 4-0 in the bottom of the second inning. Dennis O'Grady is working on his second inning of work on an unplanned start after Jake Fisher was pulled before the game started due to a knee injury. And currently runners on first and second. John Griffin singled to start the inning, and Frank Martinez followed with a walk. But right now there's a pretty big storm front coming through Maryland at the moment. So we will keep you updated on whether this game will resume tonight or if there will be a doubleheader tomorrow or Thursday, whatever the schedule permits. But stay tuned to this broadcast on Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Hey fans, this is infielder Cody Puckett, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Hey Ducks fans, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks is the Radisson Hotel, Hauppauge, Long Island. It's centrally located on the north shore of Long Island and offers a home away from home for both business and leisure guests. The Radisson Hotel, Hauppauge, Long Island features an indoor pool, 24-hour business center, a fitness center, and complimentary Wi-Fi in all guest rooms. Enjoy the contemporary American cuisine at the Fountain Grill restaurant or grab a quick bite to eat at Cafe Pronto. And best of all, it's only minutes away from Bethpage Ballpark. The Radisson Hotel, Hauppauge, Long Island, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks. Call 631-231-1100 today. That's 631-231-1100.
Baseball fans, the Long Island Ducks mobile app has officially arrived. Powered by Clear Vision Apps, it's your one-stop shop for all things Ducks baseball. Buy tickets straight from your mobile device. Receive game status updates with push notifications. Check out up-to-the-minute news and scores and interact with the Ducks on social media. Best of all, it's free. Download the Ducks mobile app today by visiting the App Store on your Apple-powered device or Google Play on your Android-powered device. The Long Island Ducks mobile app, with you wherever you flock to.
Welcome back to Southern Maryland. Players are making their way to the locker room. I'm not quite sure if this game will resume or not, but there is no official word quite yet. So we will continue and play again our sounds of the 2004 championship DVD.
You're listening to the soundtrack of the Ducks championship DVD, 2004 Long Island Ducks, A Season to Remember. The Long Island Ducks baseball game is currently being delayed due to inclement weather. We will update you on the status of the game as soon as possible, and thanks for listening to Long Island Ducks baseball exclusively here on LIDucks.com. We now return you to our trip down memory lane. Hi, I'm Chris King, the radio and TV voice of your Long Island Ducks. 2004 was a very special season for the Ducks, both on and off the field. From the first pitch of spring training until the final out of their championship victory, there were packed houses, nail-biting wins, and enough excitement to last a lifetime. During the Ducks' first ever trip to the Atlantic League playoffs, each of their 6 games was decided by just one run, with the Ducks winning 5 of those. In putting together this championship DVD, we'll take a walk down memory lane and take you step by step through the Long Island Ducks' 2004 Atlantic League Championship. Following another 3 season, the Ducks had finished second in 6 of 8 halves through their first 4 seasons of play and still had never qualified for a playoff spot. After a winter full of organizational meetings and player signings, the team headed down to spring training loaded with talent, brimming with confidence, and eager to prove that this team was different.
Well, when we got down to spring training, it was we kind of realized that this was kind of a special group of guys, and we all clicked from the very beginning. And our mission was, you know, if we're going to be in the independent league and nobody's going to give us an opportunity to go play in organized ball, then we're going to try to do the absolute best that we can with our team. And like I said, we felt like we had a special talent and a special group of guys, and it was our goal to go out and win the championship.
He is all business on that 5th day. I tell you, he has his good times and whatever, and keeps everybody loose up to that point, and then.
So Ducks fans, I know I just started playing the rain delay fill again, but I did just get an update as I started playing the 2004 championship DVD. The game has been officially postponed. It will be made up tomorrow as part of a doubleheader starting at 6 p.m., a single admission doubleheader, both 7-inning games starting at 6 p.m. So the inning and a half that happened here tonight unfortunately does not count. So David Washington's grand slam, it's like it never happened. He is still at 19 home runs. That happened to J.D. Martinez earlier this season where he hit a home run and it did not count. But so that same case happened to David Washington in this game. Ducks were up 4-0 in the bottom of the 2nd inning before the rain started coming down pretty heavily. Looking at the forecast, it's a pretty big storm coming through. So game will be pushed back until tomorrow. Doubleheader starting at 6 p.m., both 7-inning games. But we'd like to thank you for tuning in for the amount of baseball that we got in tonight. And make sure you tune in tomorrow. 6 p.m. is the start time. Pregame show starts 15 minutes prior here on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network, YouTube, Facebook, and liducks.com. Again, Dan Doherty here. I'd like to thank you for tuning in to tonight's broadcast.